How's it going, Laser Bruce's up? I'll be Sixkilla, welcome back to Tokyo Dark. We have a lead now. Well, by a lead I mean we have to go do some dirty work for the Yakuza and shake down the cat cafe that we helped just before. You know, so it's not great, but it's the only way we're gonna move forward. Kitty! The only way we're gonna move forward. What does it say? Maitsuchingu. Maitsuchingu? I don't know what that means. Where are we going? I forgot where we're going. Oh yeah, we're going to Akihabara. That's right. I'm going to feel bad about this. We did help her out though, so I'm going to say it balances everything out. You know. First we help her out, then we fuck her over, and then we're balanced out. We're nice and even. You know? That's how it works, right? Welcome back. I think Tomo remembers you. You must be appreciative of all your help to make him feel better. Although I've had to stop the deliveries of sashimi. Even the smell seems to set off his bowels. Another quirk added to an already quirky character. Maybe it's a sign you're right about the fish. Yeah, listen, we need to talk. Okay, sure, why the serious face? What's wrong? How exactly does the owner of a cat cafe get mixed up with the Yakuza? Huh? What do you mean? I met someone recently who gave me a contract with your name on it to sign. I read it and it seems like you owe them quite a bit of money. Why? I've been around this kind of stuff for a long time and I can't figure out how a cat cafe owes that kind of money. Money? Yakuza? Wait, you're working for her? Why? I'm not working for anyone. All I've got is this contract in your name and I want to know why. The truth is, this place isn't all above board, or it is, but it wasn't always. I didn't borrow money or anything that stupid. When I was setting up this place, I was just trying to stay above water. But the building owner kept coming by to complain, and then these government types and health inspectors came knocking. I never realized how complicated opening up a place like this in Tokyo could be. All those rules and regulations. All I ever wanted was to help out the kiddies and make people happy. Then she came by, someone who loved cats as much as I did. She offered to help me, smooth things over with everyone. I mean, I saw the tattoos and everything, but I didn't think I should judge people just because of how they look. I still don't. There was no way I was going to stay open and keep my kitties if I didn't get help fast, so I accepted her offer and things got better pretty quickly after that. The building owner stopped complaining and all the permits fell into my lap. Maybe you think I was stupid, but most of the cats here would be stray or dead if I didn't get her help. For a while I thought I was saved by my guardian angel. After all, she loved the cats and was kind and friendly to me. It's been quiet too. The business with Tomo's bowels was the first incident I've had in months. About 2 months after accepting her help, when I was closing up the shop, some men showed up with a contract like the one you're holding. They said it was for services rendered or something like that. It wasn't much at the time, so I signed it. I owed her a lot after all, and I was doing pretty well. Only they kept coming back, and every time they came back they had a new contract. Every contractor wanted more and more money. It's gotten out of hand, I can't keep up anymore. Kasumi won't even see me anymore to talk about it. You really didn't think you'd get a favor from the Yakuza for nothing, did you? I wasn't being greedy, Ito. I thought she was trying to help. Helping the only way she knows how. Oh my god. Please, you have to help me. The amount of money they've asked for is out of hand. I'm doing well now, but if they got their way, I'd be out of business. You have to tell Kasumi. Please. Tell her that if this place closes down, all these cats, there'll be no place for them to go. The poor kitties. They'll be put down. I can't support them myself. I don't think Animal Services would let me keep them. I couldn't live with myself if that happened. I'm begging you, Ito. Don't do this. Yeah, alright, of course we'll help. Damn it doesn't matter what I need from her. I can't make you sign this in good conscience. Hooray! I knew good would prevail in the end. Thanks. How'd you get mixed up with that woman anyway? I need some information from her. You should be careful. I don't know about her, but her thugs are dangerous. Last time they were here, I heard them talking about having to teach a girl from another cafe a lesson or something. Makes me feel sick thinking about it. What else would you expect for guys like that? Breaking legs is probably all they're capable of outside of grunting and drinking. Call me naive, but I don't get how someone can be so two-faced. When I started seeing her face in the papers lately, I couldn't believe it. Surely that ruthless woman they were talking about couldn't be the Kasumi I knew. Or so I thought. Guess it's like you said, a tiger can't change its stripes, right? Maybe so. At any rate, you should probably be more careful who you trust in the future. Sorry, I didn't mean to wrap you up in all this, but thank you for not making me sign, so what's your plan? I'm not sure if I really have one. Maybe I can appeal to her kinder self if she really is a cat lover. I'm sure she wanted to see the little guys get hurt, right? Oh no, I've really gone and got myself into trouble, haven't I? Maybe I should go instead. The contract was given to me, so I better deal with it myself. Plus, I get the impression that being confined by the cops hasn't put her in a great mood. I'm sure you don't agree, but I still think there's something good in her. Sometimes I can't help but wonder if she'd be doing all these things if she didn't grow up into that life. And all the kiddies loved her when they played with her. Cats are such good judges of character. And somehow I don't think her treatment of animals correlates too much with her treatment of people. Ugh, I'm suddenly starting to feel a bit queasy thinking about going back there without a contract. Damn it, Ayami, you've really gotten yourself into one this time, haven't you? No point dwelling on it now. I made up my mind. And I can't run Yakuza debt collections just because I'm in a tight spot. Take care, don't worry, my kiddies are never wrong in judging someone's character. Yeah, sure. I'll think of something, but I need you to lay low and maybe close up shop for a while until I sort something out. We're gonna die. Because Kasumi's gonna kill us. That much is obvious. Well, let's go die. We had a good run. Well, actually we had a terrible run. Hey, what are you doing here? Go back. Honestly, little one, I don't want you to get hurt. Go home. You might be able to use him. You know. Because he's cute and shit. Might be useful. Wait, where is she? Hang on. Can we talk to you guys? Hey lady, you need something? There's nothing to see here, so why don't you move along? Why should I? You said yourself there's nothing to see here after all. Bit of advice for you. If you're trying to keep someone from staying out of your business, I wouldn't lead with nothing to see here. See, she thinks so too. Every time you say nothing to see here, people stop and stare at us instead of actually moving along. Nothing to see here really does kind of make you want to look more, you know? It's kind of sinister. Nothing to see here. That's what the cops say when there's definitely, without a doubt, something worth seeing. Thanks a lot for the advice, boys. Last I checked, it was you who worked for me, not the other way around. Alright, no need to be so damn touchy. What we're saying is that unless you want every passerby in Kabukicho stopping to stare at us, you can try zipping it. Zip it? Is that how you talk to all your employers? You are aware I work for her, right? Right? Digging a hole is the least of your worries, so do as I say. These jobs are the worst. What exactly are you guys doing? All of a sudden I can't help but wonder what some suits is doing standing by a construction site. Have to agree with the little lady on that one. As far as I can tell, we're pulling up a strip of concrete for no damn reason at all. No reason, far from it. It's scheduled maintenance requested by the building owner. There were complaints of people falling or getting hurt because of the uneven pavement, so my employer generously offered her own money to fix it. Maintenance, huh? It seemed perfectly fine to me until we started hacking into it, and you seem awfully impatient for us to fill it back in. Maybe it's got something to do with the little thing you had wrapped in cloth before. Shut up, or I'll ask you to dig 2 more holes after this one. 2 more? Oh, I get it. I think it was meant to be some sort of threat. Yes, exactly. I mean, what you said wasn't exactly threatening. Honestly, I've heard better. Is he trying to imply that he's going to make us cover ourselves in concrete? Kind of a boring threat. Fine, bad joke. Maybe you two should remember you're being paid very generously to be here, so shut it. And you, miss, would you please kindly move along? As you can see, I'm busy enough with these two without any additional distractions. Not exactly in the mood to dance, let's keep going. Wait, how do I get into where Kasumi was? Is that in here? Yes. Welcome back. I assume you took care of that little nuisance for me? I didn't have her sign it. I couldn't in good conscience ruin someone's life like that. Let me explain something to you. If I give you something to do, you don't come back until it's done. You don't think you're some sort of moral crusader helping out the little guy? What'd she tell you anyway? That she was a small town girl who couldn't keep up with the big meanies in Tokyo? Put it that way, I guess I do sound like I'm asking a bit much. Did she tell you about all the cats that kept escaping? Or the ones who wandered into nearby businesses? How about heaps of trash were piling up about the place? If it weren't for me, getting people off your back and cleaning up the place, those cats would probably be dead by now. What we have here, detective, is a trust issue. You were too quick to take the other side because of who I am. Or at least who you think I am. Pity. Kazu? Yeah, boss? Take Ito outside and show her what happens when people disappoint me. Don't be too rough. I don't want to repeat it last time. I will leave her face alone. I'd hate for someone to see a black eye and think she might be worthy of sympathy. Keep your jacket here. I like it. It's very chic. Did you know my friends tell me when all the police raids are coming? It's pretty handy, really. As a matter of fact, there's one scheduled for tomorrow. I'll be gone, of course, but if they find this jacket, well, who knows what they'd think. It would be a pity if someone recognized it. Kazu, escort her out. Good luck finding that stupid little girl. Hold on, Kazu. Ito, who is this? He's, I guess he's a stowaway from the cat cafe. He is, huh? I see. I love him. Look at his squishy little face. I can't have a detective beating around such a cute little face. What's his name? Beaten? Oh, I think his name's Tomo. Tomo? That's not much of a name for a man, is it? I shall call you Mr. Marshmallow. About that blackmail and beating? Oh, that, forget it. Really? Oh, good. Oh, Ito, lighten up. You're not a liability unless you start talking to your cop friends. And you wouldn't do that, would you? No, they likely wouldn't believe me at this point anyway. My thoughts exactly, so cheer up. How can you stay mad when looking at these big eyes and those little feet? I look at you and I see a woman whose priorities are all wrong, Ito. You don't appreciate what you have, only what you're looking for. That is, until you find it, but then what? What's left? That said, I was serious about one thing. If you talk to any cops about my business, or about my affections for cats, or anything like that, Kazu might pay a visit to your apartment and pick up where he left off. But who wants to think about all the logistics of dismembering and disposing of a detective's body when you got all these little whiskers rubbing against you? Huh, so Chico was right, you do genuinely love cats. So why make her sign a contract that would end with her having to put the cats down? Sachiko isn't as perfect as cute as she seems. She might love her cats, but she has strange ways of caring for them. She owes me a great debt, and it's my right to collect it. If her cafe is shut down, I'll make sure the cats have a home. But I can't say the same for their owner. This job is about tough decisions, not legal ones like you cops make. In my business, you have to sleep with the choices you make, not leave them at the door when you hand the case over to the courts. Mr. Marshmallow likes being picked up. Aww. He is pretty cute. I'm not sure if you meant for this outcome, but I have to say, you have some guts coming back like you did. I thought you'd be another pushover cop to keep in my pocket. I underestimated you. And in doing so, I've given you information on one of my weaknesses. It's funny, really. I spend so much time making sure I'm not seen as the weak woman that all these men expect me to be, that I don't feel like myself sometimes. Something I'm sure you understand quite well. Tell you what, I'll let you have that one little weakness of mine. It's only fair. I know so many of yours, after all. In a different life, maybe we could have been friends. Kazu, stand down for now. Ito, consider yourself lucky. I'll let you keep your jacket tonight. Understood, boss. Alright, forget the cat cafe contract. I'll get one of our boys to deal with it later. What is it you wanted again? I wanted to speak to Omega's company president, Higashi, about a girl signed to his agency. That's right, our missing agency president, and one of his many projects. What a despicable little man. I'll tell you now, I had no problem taking control of the business from him. I left him as president to keep a few of his clients happy. A decision I regret now. Where is he? Unfortunately, I'm just as in the dark about where he disappeared to as you, I'm afraid. A deal's a deal, though. While you were out, I got an address to one of his old hideouts, and the code to get in. Oh my god, it's that code building back in Shinjuku. I can't guarantee you'll find anything there, but I said I'd tell you what I knew, and that's what I know. You haven't sent one of your stooges to check it out for you? Stooges? I like you, but don't push it. As I said earlier, me and my men can't afford to be spotted right now, especially in an area getting so much special attention. Special attention? Doesn't Kabukicho get enough attention on its own? Kabukicho is what it is, but this isn't Kabukicho. This particular spot got its reputation, and subsequently, its extra police patrols a bit more recently. In fact, I hear there's still an ongoing investigation going on there. I heard you'd be intimately familiar with the area and the incident that happened there. My condolences on the loss of your partner, Detective Tanaka, by the way. All the papers are rushing to make you out to be incompetent, or worse yet, some sort of psychotic killer. Maddening, isn't it? My friends in police headquarters say you were close. That's no way to lose someone you love. I suppose it's not too much to ask what really happened. Was there really someone there that night? Thanks on the condolences, but what happened on that night isn't something I want to discuss right now. Suit yourself. Let's change the subject back to Higashi. It took a bit of digging to find the address. Seems he was keeping a second hideout in Shinjuku under a fake name. Now that we know where he is, he probably knows too. I highly doubt he'd be stupid enough to stay holed up in it. But I also doubt he'd be smart enough to completely clear the place out before he left town either. There's probably something in there that would lead us right to him. Get what you want and then let Kazu know where the slime is so we can straighten him out. He'll get those fantasies of running away out of his head. The code to the door is 11235. It's the only keypad lock on the street, you can't miss it. For what it's worth, I wish you good luck finding a little girl, but remember, you can't save them all, Ayami Ito. Oh, and Ito? Thanks for bringing Mr. Marshmallow to me. Being holed up in one place for the last few weeks can be a bit taxing. You know, I remember he loves fresh fish. Fresh fish, huh? Sachiko certainly does have eccentric taste. Kazu, go pick up some sashimi. Right away, boss. Alright. Back to Shinjuku. Oh shit, I forgot the number. 1135 or something? 11 something 35? I don't know. Maybe it'll be in our notes or something, I don't bloody know. Here it is. Huh, it worked. Looks like Kasumi's tip wasn't a lie. And of course, she's not lying. She's not a liar. She's just a crumb. Ugh, what a stench. I know that smell. Anyone who's worked homicide long enough knows it. Oh, dead people? Great. Minus sanity? Great. It seems to be locked. I can't open it. Pick a lock then. I can't... It seems like the inside of the lock is... What? Okay, kick it in. It didn't move at all. It must be reinforced. Alright, we're gonna have to find something to get in then. No good. It's as if something's holding it from the other side. The hairpin isn't catching on anything. This isn't gonna work. Damn it, they did nothing but hurt my foot. My god, can we open any of these freaking doors? Oh no. Oh, he's very dead. This won't budge either. I assume we're not gonna be able to open it. Did it say love? The word ruby is written in blood on the wall. Oh, ruby. And you are very, very dismembered. This is the source of the smell, alright? The body's in pretty bad shape. Whoever did it took enough time to mutilate the corpse. The internal organs have been disturbed, maybe removed. What's this? There's a paper bag with the name Higashi written on it. Did Reina do this? Oh, it's Higashi. Cool. Well, now we know. Should we leave? Nothing's changed, just a door. Uh-oh. Sounds like something's trying to escape from the inside. The rattling stopped. Why? Shots of various skills, all of them taken in this room. They don't look like the professional headshots an agency would take. They all look so sad and young. I got a pretty good idea what these pictures were used for and the types of people that they might have been sent to. Reina, so it is true. To think you were kept in a place like this, what happened to you? Huh? Something's happening. You're back early. Yeah, I don't feel well. I think I'll go to bed early tonight. Ruby, don't ignore me. Lately it's been the same excuses over and over. I don't know what you're talking about. Ruby, my sweet little Ruby. You think because that one song was a hit, you could just stop working? That money's all gone, sweetheart. We spent it all trying to get you a record deal. Don't you think it's unfair to eat my food and stay here for free without doing any work, Ruby? Hey, stop crying. Stop crying, I'm talking to you. Please, I didn't mean it. I'll do another song. I'll make it up to you, I promise. I just don't want to... That's exactly what I'm setting up all these meetings for you. You make the right impression with these guys and they'll take you places. Speaking of which, I got a call a little while ago from Masa. Know what he told me? He told me you were being a little disagreeable with him last night at his place. You know that's one of our best clients, don't you? The things he can do for you girls is... well, I shouldn't even need to tell you. I sent you to him because he said there was something special about you. In fact, he said out of all the girls here, he particularly wanted to meet you. I did you a big favor by making that happen. Then you compensate my generosity by sitting in a room crying and telling me you don't feel well or whatever excuse you come up with next? I couldn't... He tried to... I don't care what he tried to do. You should have let him. When I took you in, you were a vulnerable, tiny girl who was already failing in school, but I saw your potential. I could already tell how pretty you'd be when you were older. That's all those men care about, how I look. So what? You think I took you in because of how smart you were? You're an idol. You're supposed to be looked at. Most men would fall over themselves to meet a pretty girl like you, but you ruin it for everyone when you sit there crying. What are you doing? I'm sick of looking like an idiot, Ruby. You made me do this. Okay. There's two of it. Okay, let's go. I want out. The noise stopped. Now the doors work. Damn it, Ruby. I can't stand to see you like this. You're not going to feel better staying cooped up in here. Listen, I got you that photo shoot lined up tomorrow, the one with Masa. Are you even listening? Don't make me go back, I don't want to go out. Let me stay here. What's wrong with you? Please, please don't make me. I'm afraid to go. As far as I can tell, all you're afraid of is success. I've fallen over myself to make you a star, but you'll never get anywhere if you lock yourself away. What, you're not going to say anything? You can't treat me this way. I gave you your name, your music, and damn near everything else. Oh, but you think you're special, right? Let me break it to you, honey. You're not. There are loads of other girls in this business just like you, and they do what they have to without complaining about it. They understand how important it is to keep clients happy, and I'm sorry it's not all butterflies and flowers, but you're not some naive little girl anymore. You're a woman now. Hey, Earth to Ruby, I'm trying to give you some advice here, and you're not even listening. Raina. My name is Raina. What'd you just say? Raina? Who's that? Oh, yeah, that was the name of some pathetic little foster girl I picked up. You want to go back to being her? Just say the word, I'll throw you out there myself. If you think you've got it so bad now, let's count the seconds between you hitting those streets and being back in foster care, or dead in some gutter. Not so talkative now, are we, Raina? Or is it Ruby? The girl who was successful. The girl who could make it if she if she would just do what she was told. I'm sorry, I lost my temper, but you gotta see things my way. You were special, you know that? You just said she wasn't. I see. I saw how much potential in you. So much potential in you. Such a beautiful young girl, I wanted to raise you up and show you what life could be. Then you reject me and everything I can offer you. It's a damn shame. You're still pretty, Ruby. So pretty. But not when you mope around. Look, I get it. You're a teenager and you want to cry it out, right? Fine. But when you're done with that, you're going back out there. You think I want to send you into these little meetings with Master and guys like him? I'd rather you were successful so we don't have to do that. I'm on your side. If you just work harder, you wouldn't need to do things like that. Stop crying. You're not a child anymore. I just want to go home. Home? Where do you think you are? You are home. This is as good as it's going to get for a girl like you. Tomorrow, you're going to go with Master and do whatever it is he tells you to do. You'll stop this crying and you'll start making some money. Maybe it was a mistake to think you'd end up being special. Turns out you're just another disappointment. Another whore. What was that? There's something laying on the mattress. It's a newspaper article dated October 24th, 2004. The article's titled, One Hit Wonder Ruby Commits Suicide. That can't be. That was over 10 years ago. And that's also 2 years before the photo was taken that we're showing to everybody. Her real name was withheld from the press, but her picture is there. According to the article, Higashi went to her room and found it locked. He called to her. She didn't answer. I thought she must have been tired, he said. She'd been working hard on a new song. He only forced the door when he noticed the smell, where he found her hanging from the rafters. She'd hung herself almost 2 days before, probably in this room. There's more. Though Mr. and Mrs. Higashi had adopted her years before, Ruby was not made to work and loved being an idol more than anything in the world. Her song, Look For Me, will go on sale again this month, with all sales going to various suicide prevention charities. I've read enough. The sadness that's in this room is the same awful feeling I felt in the sewers. Is it Raina's? Is this what I was supposed to see? Is this the darkness? Wait, what about this one? Can't open that one. Let's go. I feel sick. That monster. How many girls had Higashi passed around and abused before he was murdered? And Reina, she looked the same as she does now, 16 years old, a child. Higashi had her locked up, and she tried to take back control the only way she thought she could. Only she came back, and all that pain and suffering came back with her. When I was in that room, I could feel it, like it was my own. And it's not the first time. The dark was steeped in it. As soon as I realized, it was like the air changed. I can sense a pulse now, like a heartbeat following me. I feel like the dark has changed, but there's more to do. The Collector said the mask was a tool to navigate the dark. I need to go to Kamakura and find out what I can do. Okay, progress. That's the dark investigated. Now we need to investigate this mask. This is the bit that's a lot more scary, I think. Because the mask, just touching the mask, turned us into a killer. I came here to find out about the mask. There's something I've got to do first. 6 months ago, I sent one girl to the morgue, and very nearly killed another. Since then, I thought of coming here to apologize to Mai Kawana countless times, but I couldn't will myself to see her and be faced with my failure. I think of the fear and hurt in her eyes, and I feel nothing but shame. For my own peace of mind, I need to tell her the truth about that day, and about how I lost control. Hopefully she can find in herself to forgive me, enough to help me with my investigation of the mask. Wait, it's fall. Why are the cherry blossoms blooming? It's like nothing's changed since that day. Is that guy still here? The know-it-all guy? Who didn't know anything? No, he's not here. Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, it's, you. I was reading the papers and, I saw your picture. And then I saw your picture on the TV news, and maybe the 7chan message boards after I looked you up. I'm sorry, I was curious. I remembered meeting you and I couldn't believe it. It's like I met a celebrity or something. Oh, of course, it's not good or anything, but you know, you never know who you'll meet in this business. Everyone always seems so unassuming. I mean, that's not to say any of it was your fault or anything. Okay, so the message boards are pretty bad. There's a lot of bad stuff on there, like, wow. Pretty wild stuff. Are you done? Oh, right, sorry, yeah. Hello again. What's going on with the weather here? It's fall. Why are there cherry blossoms out? It's beautiful, isn't it? There's a species of cherry tree, the Prunus subhirtella autumnalis, that sometimes blooms twice a year. At least, that's what it says online. Who'd have thought we'd have them here in Kamakura? Well, I say Kamakura, but they only seem to be in this part of the town. Lucky, huh? A cherry blossom tree that blooms in fall. I've never seen it. Are you sure you got your facts straight? It seems impossible. Impossible? Do you doubt my botany expertise? Impossible would be if the seasons started reversing themselves, don't you think? Yeah, it certainly feels that way. Huh? You say something? Why the glum face? Anyway, I hope you take advantage of the weather and go for a picnic or something. The blossoms are so peaceful. Don't they put your mind at ease? Absolutely. Is Mai's grandmother still at that house near here? You want to see her? Well, she is around, I suppose. I see the comings and goings of all the people around here. I don't see her going out much, though. Oh yes, that reminds me. When you were last here in April, did she, I don't know, give you something? I'm not accusing you, of course, I heard there was an important artifact that went missing last spring. Kawana is old and losing her faculties a bit. Maybe she gave it to you by mistake. Can you remember anything like that? Yes. Oh, so you do know about it. That's a relief. Wouldn't want to think something so important was stolen by some riffraff, right? So, do you know when they'll return it? You'll have to ask HQ about that kind of thing, sorry. I did. I contacted them several times. They said they didn't know anything about it. They said they didn't have it. You don't think they're lying to you, Detective? They wouldn't lie about something like that. Something so precious to this town, would they? I'm sure whoever you talked to was mistaken. Yes, that must be it. I'll keep trying. Enjoy your time in Kamakura. I'm looking for Mai Kawana. Have you seen her? Oh, you're looking for Mai again, huh? Are you sure that's such a good idea? She was pretty upset about the happenings the last time you were here. I mean, I've barely seen her leave Kamakura since then. Maybe it's best you leave her alone. It's important I talk to her. I suppose she'd be at the shrine that's down the street like usual. Mai's very important to this town. Please don't upset her too much. We all want everything to go back to normal. Leave Kamakura? It's a little early to think about leaving. I need to speak with Mai. Okay. Why would I leave it here? Well, I don't know, but we're going to wrap this one up here because we're out of time for today. But in the next one, I guess we'll talk to Mai and Mai's grandmother maybe and find out what this mask is. Like, what the hell? Actually, let's see if we can talk to him, grandmother. Go away, no visitors. Oh. Well, yeah. Guess we'll figure it out next time. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.